Wednesday's Guardian now, and as Elon Musk's Twitter debacle continues, Simon, you have this.
Well, what's happened is that you may remember, viewers and listeners may remember, that Elon Musk was planning to buy Twitter for $44 billion, which he said he had, and he had finance deal and so on and so forth. And there's been an argument that has gone on for the last few months about whether or not Twitter is revealing the extent of the bot accounts, because he has, I don't quite know why this is so important, but it is very important to him.
Well, it's important because there's advertising revenue to be had, and it would depend on whether real people are seeing the advertising.
You see, thank you very much. Now, that's the reason for it. Now, there are two things that make me laugh about this deal. One is that if he forfeits the deal, there is a fee to pay of $1 billion. Yeah. And he is worth $123 billion. And I just worked out that if you have a house at the moment that your asset value, the asset value of which is $500,000, you know, perhaps an averagey sort of house, that would mean the equivalent of £4,000 for us mere mortals. Right. He can afford $1 billion, is my point. But the other thing is, too, that I do think that it would be useful for him to also look at the number of accounts who think that he's perfectly acceptable to characterise people they don't agree with as bigots and fascists and Nazis, and so it goes on. It seems to me, you know, the way in which Twitter is currently operating is absolutely disastrous. So I'm a bit on the side of him opening it up were he to do that, but he's clearly not going to do that because he's not going to buy it.
Well, it seems like there's some discussion, I wouldn't know exactly how it works, but there's some discussion on Twitter itself that Twitter is being lured into a trap here because Musk wants to see complete transparency, disclosure of all the figures that they have, and if he gets sued, then that will force Twitter to reveal all.
Oh, because they'll have to reveal it in court.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I don't know whether
my favourite joke about Twitter.
Can they even determine who's a bot necessarily? I mean, that's the question. I have a little bit more of a cynical look on this story. I think he was just curious about what he could do to the value of the shares, right? And what his potential, you know, him trying to buy something, what that can do to a share, right? Because let's just say, I'm just going to buy 100,000 shares of YouTube, and then maybe in 2 months, I'm going to buy YouTube, and those shares are going to go up. So I don't know if that would fall under, you know, the umbrella of insider trading. But I also think, you know, this whole excuse about the 5% bots, which I think, like I said before, is unprovable, is a potential caveat for him to get out of this deal just because he was testing the markets in the first place.
It's not insider.
Why would he want to change the value of shares that he doesn't want to buy?
Well, no. I'm saying he wants to see the effect of him buying
but if they went up on
the share or down, right? Yeah. It can help him either way, whether or not he's buying them, if it goes up or down. It's very valuable information for him to have when he's making future purchases.